Morning, everybody. I had to come up this morning. I had to, because I need to talk about yesterday. Okay. First of all, good morning to my boy Iman. Damn, Iman was in here to check up on me at 7:17 this morning. I see my boys in here. I'm gonna do it for you right now, brother. Doodle Rock. What's up, family? Doodle Rock in the building. Always giving his brother Mace some support. Always. And that's why I respect you so much, bro. Platinum Elite is on live right now, talking about why black women punish weak simp men. Shout out to him this morning. Say what's up to my man Lulu Rock. And my boy Iman Perry. Iman is 1-1. I'm 1-2. I came in at 27-16. Now I'm 28-18. Iman is 23-22. He has the Packers tonight. A little game thing. Keep the spread. Next year, maybe we'll get a couple more guys at it. I love playing it. Give him a lot of credit. 'Cause a lot of guys wouldn't do it. Because I think a lot of guys don't have personalities to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people, they don't pay up when they have to pay up. And that's another reason why in our culture, we do not like each other as black men. But I'm not going to get into that today. Kareem's still partying about her Argentinian World Cup champions in a thriller yesterday. I did that up here before I left. So good morning to Ian. I'm saying good morning to her right now. Give Argentina a lot of credit yesterday. Give both teams a lot of credit. You know, after I did the game yesterday, everybody cut out. I know Karine had to take care of her family and stuff. Everybody left except Mr. Miami. And what I really enjoyed yesterday was the trophy presentation and the players getting their medals. And the one thing that I do agree with the American broadcast, and give Fox a lot of credit because Fox really didn't care once the Americans were eliminated. But give that whole crew, Donovan, I forgot the other guy, and uh Alexi Lawless a lot of credit. And what I'm giving them credit for is what they said about France. You know, I looked at the French team yesterday, and one thing I did notice, and so did the announcers, because I'm not into the soccer. Yes, he watched FS1 yesterday after the game. So did I. The French folks, they're going to be back, you know, and they were two penalty kicks from doing something, and I said this all yesterday while everybody was watching the game with me up here. Give the French credit, folks. And their fans were terrific towards them in the crowd in the trophy ceremony. And you looked at the face of Mbappe. Oh, for him to lose to a guy that they don't like each other, him and Lionel Messi. That is going to fuel his fire. That man scored 4 goals yesterday, folks. 4 goals in a championship game. And his second goal was a work of beauty. Okay. So I come away from this game as this. I think both teams are equal. I think Lionel Messi showed the world why he is the GOAT. I totally agree with Alexi Lalas with that. Lionel Messi put on a show for the ages. I didn't really see Mbappe's greatness to yesterday in the biggest stage on the planet. Okay, let's get this straight, folks. The only big stage American sports have is the Super Bowl, and that is depending on the matchups. Okay, most Super Bowls are blowouts. Okay, in the World Cup, you're getting the a la creme. You're getting the best of the best. And Messi and Mbappe showed the world yesterday. And that's why, other than the United States, the world is still buzzing about this game. See, I had the NFL yesterday to watch, think about. I'm live here in the United States. The rest of the world, that day was over. Once that game was over, and everybody across the planet, except in the United States, watched the trophies presentation. This game was as great as a game as you get, folks. This is what championship games should be. 4-3 in a shootout. And the biggest storm, the biggest megastar on the planet performed yesterday. That's why he was the MVP and he won the World Cup. And the other young man, Mbappe, you say we won by his personal life. This guy showed the planet why he is as great as he is. And him and the French team have no shame. And that was very nice of the president of France to talk to Mbappe like he did up on that podium. And Mbappe will be motivated, so will France. I don't know about Argentina. You know, someone like Kareem's gonna talk to me about that one of these days. God knows she's work. If she wants to come up, she can. I don't know about Argentina. I really don't know about them. Yeah, I saw that. The people partying in Queens, New York. That is a big Argentinian community there, and I think it's Corona. 'Cause I know, uh, damn, I forgot the part of Queens my boy used to live in. I know right before you get to Flushing, that's a whole Colombian area over there in Queens. Yeah, so Green is right. Uh, they're still partying around the world about this game. And, you know, I said this yesterday on my platform. Americans don't like the fact that the world doesn't revolve around them. And I can promise you this: the World Cup doesn't revolve around them. Their team is a good team, nothing special. What you saw yesterday was world class athletes, world class megastars in front of your own eyes. Yeah, you're right. See, they've been to three. I think Argentina. No, it's the French that went to 4 of the last Final Fours in the World Cup. as this beautiful lady tells us. They won the World Cup in 78, 86, and 2022. So they got their third one. Yeah, Maradona is Argentinian. He was number 10 too. Maradona, the hands of God, 1986 against England in the World Cup. The British will never let that go. I should know I support Team England. But Karine is right. Um, so congratulate both teams. Argentina, boy, I tell you. And they blew a 2-0 lead again. They had a 2-0 lead in the 80th minute, and then Mbappe took that game over. Or did Mbappe take that game over? That was late in the game, too. To give France a lot of credit. You know, France showed everybody what being a great champion is. Okay. So it will be here in the United States in it'll be here in the States in 2026. Get ready for it. I know I will be. Beautiful lady says France won the last World Cup. Yeah, I'll tell you where I was, Korean. I was in the hospital for several weeks. I watched the whole thing from my hospital room. I had my own room. I had a busted spleen. So nothing made me feel better than watching the World Cup. Yeah, they'll be playing in MetLife. They'll be playing in LA. But I believe the championship game will be either Jerry's World with the Cowboys play on Miami. I know the players will prefer to go to Miami. Those type of players, and plus Miami's international. It's an international city, and everybody who's of Latin descent, all the Latin countries, they all love to convene and party in Miami. So I could see the championship game in Miami, which would be something to behold. Tell you that right now. So Argentina wins it in penalty kicks. They hit all four of their kicks. Um, France missed two of their kicks. Like I said before, give the French fans credit. They serenaded their team. They were all hurt and disappointed because they would have joined the exclusive group if they would have won. So, Messi goes out, the 21st century's GOAT. Goes out on top, Lionel Messi. And Mbappe, what are you going to do? What the hell you want the man to do? He scored 4 goals yesterday. And trust me, when they gave him that goddamn golden boot, he was not happy at all. Not happy at all. To be on the losing side, that's good for him. Because that tells you folks how much of a competitor that young man is. How many people could fit in the Miami Stadium? 70,000 in Miami where the Dolphins play. So the World Cup is over. I'm happy. Kareem's happy. I saw a great World Cup. I did the games, especially the final Sweet 16 and the final 8 and the final 4 and the championship game. I didn't do the consolation game Saturday. He young. He has plenty of time to show greatness. He's talking about Mbappe. Wow. Lena's in the building. You know, and I know Kareen's at work. If she wants to come up, she can. But uh, I really, we're gonna. I'll talk whatever. What the hell? What the hell? I did not watch the NBA this weekend, but I did watch the NFL yesterday. But I'm gonna stick with this World Cup for a few more minutes because it's fascinating. This World Cup. Good morning to everybody. By the way, Alina's in the building. I already said hello to Kareen. Kareen's listening about her Argentinian champions. Yes, the Argentinian community did celebrate in Queens yesterday. And they deserve it. I mean, you hate to have a loser in this. I take it away as both teams are champions. Of course, the world doesn't see it that way. If I'm FIFA right now, I'm ecstatic that your product was a smashing success this year. No one cares about what the United States feel. I can tell you that right now. I mean, let's keep it 1,000, shall we? Oh man, can't make this up, folks. You just can't make it up. And if I hear Lawless one more time trying to tell us that that Team USA is some great club, bro, I could tell you right now, Team USA is missing two players. They need to get someone that is physical, that like they need like a linebacker type of player. You know what I'm saying? Where do we go from here? Well, I would say this. Um, when it comes to the World Cup, I would just say that to wrap it all up, you got a great show. The stars performed. That's the way it should be. Uh, Nobody should be disappointed. Real talk. Okay. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way I see things. All right, let's get to the NFL. Uh, what we saw over the weekend is that some teams you think is great came up very disappointing. I could tell you right now, one that did right off the bat. You know I'm going here. um, I don't know what the hell happened to the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. That I cannot explain. I don't know what happened to them yesterday. I mean, and I can't explain it. When I looked at the Dallas game last, they had a 27. Let me see what Kareem says real quick. FIFA is so happy with all the BS before about the gay rights. Them trying to blame Qatar for the journalist dying. Really? Yeah, I didn't know about that. Didn't know about that. Wow. All right. Let's get into the NFL yesterday. I'm gonna start with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what the hell happened to them. I cannot explain it. When I last saw yesterday, they had a 28 to 27-10 lead in the fourth quarter. Next thing you know, the next thing you know, they're playing in overtime, and Dak Prescott throws a pick, and that game is good as over. And I'm like, what? I'm like, really? Game is over? Really? It was over. I couldn't explain it, but Dallas loses yesterday, and Eagles now have a 3-game lead with 3 to play. What does that mean in English? All the Eagles have to do is win one game, and they win the division. Philadelphia, 13-1. I knew they'd be good. I didn't know they'd be this good. You know what I'm saying? I knew the Eagles would be damn good. I didn't know they'd be like this. Real talk. Hurts did it again yesterday. In Philadelphia, what can you say? I mean, they're 13-1. They're in Dallas uh, Christmas Eve, which should be a hell of a game. I know some people believe that Dallas had a letdown. You could say that. I don't think so, though. Up 27-10. I just think that Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson knew that if they beat the Cowboys, they'll get some clout, and they're getting their clout. Good for them. I mean, they're doing what they have to do, and they're doing it damn well. So give them a lot of credit, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, you look around the league over the weekend. Dallas blew a 27-10 lead. They lost in overtime on an interception, and that was a nice uh, grab the ball before it hit the ground interception by the Jaguars. By the way, give them credit. What else we saw this weekend? Kansas City. Um, Surviving in overtime to beat Houston. Buffalo. No, let me say Buffalo. 'Cause I want to say something about Miami. Uh, when I do that game, so I'm gonna say Buffalo. Vikings down 33-0 at halftime, and came back to make the biggest comeback in NFL history, and it has no buzz. You know why it has no buzz? It's the Vikings. What did the Vikings do wrong? You got blown out by the Eagles. You got blown out at home against the Cowboys uh, a month ago. And you lost to the streaking Detroit Lions. And I'll do the Lions next. But the point I'm making is Vikings, you know what you're going to have to do to get everybody's respect? You're going to have to beat that juggernaut in Northern California called the San Francisco 49ers. That's what you have to do. You're going to have to go up there, or they come to you, and you're going to have to beat them. Because right now, if everything goes right, you are scheduled to play them. Okay? You're going to have to do that. To gain everybody's respect. This is the quietest, least respected 11-3 team I've seen in a long, long time. I used to use a word, and it's called poo poo, which means no one's taking you seriously. Well, everybody's poo pooing the Vikings, which segues me to the Detroit Lions, who are on fire right now, and they won a close one against the Jets. You can dislike, don't like respect from Jared Goff, but I tell you, Jared Goff, oh, he knows how to win. Remember who was his head coach? He came from Sean McVay. What a great job by Dan Campbell. And I love Campbell. That used to be his nickname. He was in Miami. The hard ass, kick your ass type of coach. And he's doing it. What a job Dan Campbell's doing in Detroit. Detroit, like I said, they're looking for that place. Two, to me, the Giants winning yesterday, and I'll get to those losers in a minute. That don't mean shit. Two playoff spots in play right now. Okay. Detroit knows it. Green Bay knows it. I think Washington's going to be out. Washington. Okay. At San Francisco. Oh, damn, I forgot the other team they play. But it's a home game. It's not an easy opponent. And they end up with the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it's a road game. I'll get it right now. Will not be easy for the so-called Commanders to make the playoffs, and that's a damn shame. Because they had the whole world in their hands, and they fucking blew it. That's on them. And I'll tell you right now, they better go get another quarterback in Tyler Heineke. Now let me speak of the other team. You know, they're talking this Danny Dimes like this man has won 10 Super Bowls. Let me tell you right now. Let's do their schedule too while we're at it. We're gonna do the Redskins and we're gonna do the Giants. I know the Giants finished the season with Philly. So do the Redskins down the stretch. Every time you get your hopes up for this sorry ass franchise, they always break your heart. All right, here we go. At San Francisco, home for the Browns, home for Dallas. Okay. Depends on Dallas is resting their players that week, but you get the idea. Do the football Giants schedule. I cannot wait to play this division next year. Oh, I cannot wait to play the NFC East. I hope we play them the first 4 games of the year and get that shit out of the way. All right, the Giants at Minnesota. Then they get the Colts. The Giants will make it. They'll back in. Cocksuckers will back in. I hope they play the Niners in the first round so they can get their ass whipped. But you get the idea where I'm going with this. Okay. I think the winner of Green Bay, Detroit, the last game of the year, will make the playoffs. They could get that last spot. I'm not buying the Commanders. Why should anyone? Real talk. Why should anyone? I don't even think they'll beat the Browns with Deshaun Watson. He's beginning to get the hang of that offense. Cleveland 6-8, folks. They'll end the season up with the Steelers in Pittsburgh. So looking forward to that. So watch the Browns closely over there. What else? Buffalo, Miami. Let me go to that one. I did that game up here Saturday night. I came away with a couple of thoughts in that one. And so let me start with the Buffalo Bills first. That team better be glad that they have Josh Allen as their coach. They better be very, very happy that Josh Allen is their coach. Because if it was a regular guy, like let's say Mitch Trubisky, who was their backup last season, they'll be up Shit's Creek right now, bro. Real talk. If you really want to know how much a franchise quarterback really means, you look at the Josh Allens, you look at the Josh Allens, the Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, who else do you have? Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady. Those are the guys you look at. Okay. The reason why I bring that up is when you have one of those quarterbacks, your knowing your expectations, but more importantly, your psyche as an ownership, as a fan base, as a teammate is sky high. Especially if that quarterback is proven that they can win the big games. And that's why, plus some very, very crazy ass calls from the referees. And Buffalo escapes and wins that game at the gun. I give Buffalo a lot of credit. Then you look at the Miami Dolphins. Okay. And what I take away from this game is this, especially on the Miami side, is give Miami a lot of credit. They went up there in the elements. They was hearing it all week by the media. And they had a 29-21 lead. And they got the ball on a turnover. And once that snow started coming down, the coaching switched up a little bit. It went from playing power football to prove that our quarterback can play anywhere. Now, let me say this about him. Did he play well in the elements? He was all right. Nothing special. Nothing spectacular. You know, nothing to celebrate about. You know, when I look at Tua, I put him in that second tier quarterback. You know, between 12 and 22. I put him in that range. Kirk Cousins group. You know, and that's okay. As one of the most beautiful women in the world is in my chat room, and I sent her a nice note today about that very, very beautiful video of her son and the little girl on top of her. Oh, I love you too, honey. The beautiful mahogany root. Good to hear from that lady. One of my biggest supporters. That picture was gorgeous, honey. That video was very, very gorgeous. Yes, ma'am. Now, you have a great day, Mahogany. I love you too. For you. Have a good day at work, love. You know, if I'm a Dolphin fan right now, you better worry about this Sunday's game coming up against the Packers. You better worry about stopping this losing streak. It's now hit 3 games. Okay. Against 3 very good opponents. Iman with the Giants. Should have bet on the Giants, bro. I killed your team a minute ago. I'll go back to that if you want me to, bro. You know, but let me finish with Miami real quick, and then I'm gonna get back on mine. But I'm gonna say what I said about the Giants a few seconds ago, Iman. Uh, Miami better start worrying about stopping this losing streak, because if they lose out, and after what the Patriots did yesterday, I think Miami's odds of winning in Foxborough goes up higher and higher and higher. I don't give a damn. It's a blizzard up there. The way they looked yesterday. I'll get to that buffoonery after I finish with the Dolphins. Um, Happy birthday, boy. As Raven Knight peeked in from work. Birthday boy is here. And I bet you, Raven, you had a great weekend with the sisterhood. I bet you did, bro. You could tell us about that tonight, bro. Your WWE theme tonight. Raven's upset about the Cowboys. And yes, it's his birthday today. Everybody say happy birthday to Raven. It's his 26th birthday. He just looks like he's 12 years old. Love you, Raven. All right, let me uh uh Miami showed a lot of guts. They showed a lot of character in that blizzard snow, but again they lost. Remember, the Chargers had 6 starters out on defense. And that moron almost blew it again yesterday. I'll get to his ass. That dumbass coach. Okay. Yeah, Iman, I couldn't believe. I saw that game live. I couldn't believe what happened in that Patriot game. I'll get to that. Okay. So Miami, you better win this one because if you don't, oof, oh boy. Yeah, remember your quarterback again is in the middle range. Two and on, he's not in the top. In my opinion, he's not top tier quarterback. Not even close. Okay. Mercury retrograde begins in 48 hours. I honestly expected our Raven. And you get on me about Egyptian scriptures. So Miami's in trouble right now. If they lose this Sunday, Christmas Day, I'll be up here for the Packers and the Dolphins. Then God knows with that franchise. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they lose out and that man doesn't make the playoffs, and people said, "Oh, still Stephen Ross will be heartbroken." Okay, heartbroken because his arsenal was out there. Okay, and the biggest game Armstead played, and he was outstanding in the snow. Miami has no excuses. I mean, all we're gonna throw at the Dolphin fans is, what about the Chargers beating you with 6 of their 6 best defensive players out? Everybody has injuries, Dolphin fans. Everybody. Okay. Your offense is out there. No excuses. And I can promise you this. Now that Aaron got his arsenal back, he will easily throw for over 300 yards and could throw for 400 against that Dolphin defense in very good weather. And if that happens, Manzano will get this whole panel to himself. He can bash whoever he wants to bash. Okay, we'll get that Sunday. Next, let me do the Giants for Iman. You know, looking at the Giants last night, and I know Iman's in Central Time, so he got to stay up to look at before he went to bed. I am speechless with all this gaga about the New York Football Giants. I don't see it. Do any of you people? I don't see it at all. Where? I mean, they're treating the quarterback last night in the post game show like he threw for 700 yards and 8 touchdowns. Have you ever seen a more mediocre quarterback get so much love than Daniel Jones? You know, Saquon Barkley had the exact right attitude. Okay, when he was in the post game last night on Sunday Night Football, he just says, "Stay focused." Saquon is absolutely correct, and that's why Saquon's going to get paid on March, and somebody will pay him. Somebody will pay him. I hate to tell the Mara family this. But there's teams. I can think of one in South Florida right now who gladly play Saquon Barkley, and Saquon don't have to run much in the Miami offense. Okay? He's gonna get paid by somebody. All right. And there are teams, not Miami won't do this, but there are teams out there that will meet his price. And Iman says, "What? You crazy as hell." Bro, you know how I feel about your team, bro. You know that. You know I hate the New York teams, even though I live here. But my God. But I will say this. Give Chris Collinsworth a lot of credit. Give the official in the booth a lot of credit. Samuel got mugged in the end zone, and they didn't throw the flag. McLaren asked the referee, was he offsides? The referee didn't say nothing and then threw the flag. You remember two things, folks. The Redskins are the Commanders. The league hates Daniel Snyder. Okay, if that was any other team that the Giants mugged in that end zone, they would have threw the flag. But because it's the Commanders and everybody in the NFL hates Dan Snyder, you saw what happened. Now, am I going to give the Giants credit for this one? Hell's to the fucking no. What was that fat bastard, the head coach, 2 weeks ago when he was scared to lose and took a tie? And then you see these white guys on YouTube call him Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, my ass. That coach is a gutless swine. 2 weeks ago, all he had to do was let Danny Dimes get the field goal range, kick, they sweep the Redskins right now. Okay? But no, not him. No. I don't know what to do. I'm in the biggest pressure cooker in my life. Okay, boys, let's just shut it down and play for the tie. That fat bastard ain't getting no credit from me. Coach of the Year. The hell out of here. That clown? Let me tell you something. Okay? And Iman knows this. He's a big Giant fan. What's up, Jordan? Good morning to you, family. Iman knows this. If they would won that game 2 weeks ago against Washington like they should have in overtime, okay? What the Eagles did to them last week, I swear to God, that wouldn't have happened to the Giants last week. You know why that happened to the Giants last week? Because the team was demoralized. They were doubting themselves. And the Eagles came in there at the right time and whipped their ass last week in their building like that. Okay? If they would won that game, I swear to God, that Giant Eagle game would have been a war last week. I mean, remember when the Ravens came in? When Lamar Jackson was on fire? What did me and Iman say in here? Iman said it for me. Iman said, oh, hell no. Lamar ain't running on us. And what did the Giants do at the end of that game to win that game against the Ravens when the Ravens were hot? They knocked the shit out of Lamar Jackson. He fumbled, and the Giants recovered, and they won the game. And I told people up here, because I live here, and I watch the Giants every week. Okay? That they were going to put a helmet on Lamar Jackson, and then they did, and they won the game. Now, because the Giants beat the Redskins, it's going to be a very interesting game next week. I mean, this Saturday in Minneapolis. Yo, Iman, you should go to the game, bro. That's your team, man. Go to the game. Go ahead, bro. Go on SeatGeek and get yourself a ticket, bro. You know when you do it an hour before the game. I'm serious. Go get you a ticket, drive down to the dome, and go to the game. And wear your Giant jersey, bro. Support your team there. Those clowns in Minneapolis doing some skull crap. Okay? No one cares about skull. I mean, I'm keeping it 1,000. No one cares about Skull. Now, let me get back to the Giants. I'm gonna do that clown out in San Diego next. Okay, you know I gotta put my teeth into that clown. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about a beautiful lady that does a gambling site on the volume who's a big Broncos fan. She's too pretty to knock, but she is funny. I'm gonna get to her. And you guys could check her out. She does the she's a big gambler, young girl in her 20s, but she's absolutely stunning to look at. I'll get to her with the Broncos after I do that clown out in San Diego. Let me finish this up about the Giants at Minnesota, very winnable. Then I forgot. I just did the schedule. I forgot who the Giants play after that. They play a very easy team. I think they play the Redskins, play the Browns. Damn, who the Giants play? A very winnable game for the Giants, and then they're at Philly. So I could see the Giants either 7-1, or I could see the Giants. You know, I could see the Giants. Just they can go 10-6-1. So Giants escape. I don't think the Eagles gonna need that. They ain't gonna need that. They beat Dallas this week. Eagles clinch everything. They sweep Dallas, and they don't really need anything. Oh, I mean, I'm not giving them credit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not giving. You know, I'm just not giving them credit for what? I ain't giving the Giants no credit. Shit, for what? So, and the way they treat them is ridiculous. I'm talking real talk. Oh, NBC yesterday, and I'm glad Collinsworth put some goddamn cold water on that victory yesterday. Like I said, if that fat bastard would have shown some guts and went for it in overtime, they wouldn't be like this, and they wouldn't have been humiliated in front of their hard-paying fans, those blue blood snob ass people from the country club last week. Right? Next, look, is he the worst coach in football? Yes, he is. And I'm talking about Brandon Staley. I believe that's his name out in the Chargers. He is the worst. The man had no clue yesterday letting Tennessee stay around. A gutless Tennessee team, by the way, who, believe it or not, the Jacksonville Jaguars are a game behind now. And Tennessee is falling apart. Okay, right in front of your eyes. And I could see them making a real bold move this offseason to try to get Aaron Rodgers. And I think that would be a fascinating situation. But we'll talk about Rodgers once the season's over. 'Cause I think Rodgers is going for that last spot. You got Jacksonville, Tennessee, the last game of the year. You have Detroit at Green Bay. And what do that matter for these teams? That tells you that the end of the season is coming down to those games. Okay. Now you could forget the Redskins, bro. They will get smoked this Saturday in San Francisco. Absolutely smoked. Let me get back to Brandon Staley. He was up to his old black magic yesterday. Clueless. Don't know what to do in pressure situations. I watched that whole game because I have money on that game. And by the way, Iman, I went 1-2. So now I'm 28-18. You're 22 and 20, 22 and let me see, let me get this right. You're 23 and 22, family, and you got the Packers tonight -7. So, damn, Raven. Wow, you let your age out. Good for you. Oh, man. Happy birthday to our boy in the chat room. He'll tell us tonight what type of. I wish him happy birthday tonight. Good to see Raven. Good to see all of you. You know, Raven not yelling and screaming about his Cowboys. That tells you one thing, folks. He had a great weekend with the sisterhood. He'll tell us about that tonight. And yes, Raven, that's how 49 looks like, bro. Real talk. I've been there. I wish I was 49 again, even though I was 49 a few years back. Oh, man. Well, we'll really let Raven know how much we love him later tonight. It's a WWE night. We'll be doing wrestling up here tonight. Mr. Miami will be up here. You know, damn well Miami will be up here, but we're doing wrestling. So, happy birthday to the man, Raven Knight. We're an hour in, folks. I'll take you for another. I'll give you another hour. What the hell? I'll give that to you. So Staley tried everything to give this game to Tennessee. And I can tell you Tennessee's problem right now. Other than Derrick Henry and when healthy, a great offensive line. They don't have nothing else. Their defense is tremendous. Let me tell you. It's one of the most underrated, kept secrets in the NFL is the Titans defense. Vrabel's built a defense. And a defense that travels. I think the problem is they should have never traded A.J. Brown. They should have just paid the man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the GM got fired. Robinson got fired too. You know? I think they need a new quarterback. I think Tannehill has really been beaten up. Thank you, Iman. Oh, yeah, let me say what's up to you. Say what's up to him, Jack, my brother. Got Green Bay tonight. He's catching up, folks. He wins tonight. He's only going to be 4 back. 3 weeks to go. That's plenty of time to beat me. Play one game, and let me go take a look at it right now. Let Iman see it too, since me and Iman. It's early for Iman. For me, it's never early to put my bets in. because I got a swag about me. I do. I'm very confident. You know, do this. Take a look at this. Is becoming me and Iman's Bible during the football season. And I'm gonna talk about the beautiful Lynn Moods in a second. I'm gonna let you guys see how she looks like. She's the Bronco representative on their podcast, and she is absolutely stunning to look at. All right, here we go. Week 16, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after Christmas. The odds are in. Jets, Jacksonville. Damn, that's a 1-point spread. I may take the Jags, but the weather's going to be bad, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Atlanta and Baltimore at 7. Oh, let me show Iman how it looks like. Let me be fair to my brother. Tony Manzano's here. We'll talk to him in a second. Now, so we'll talk to him right now. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Mace. Remember after we finished watching the World Cup game yesterday, we assumed that we thought Messi originally announced his retirement to after the World Cup. He actually, what's it called? He actually backtracked. He said he's gonna try one more time to win a World Cup. Then the next World Cup in America, he's not going to retire until after the World Cup in America.
Interesting. So Lionel Messi, who could have went out as the GOAT, he's going to give it another try in the World Cup. That means where he's going to go to Miami, play with Beckham?
Yep.
Okay. So I understand. He gets a lighter workload working in the United States. The money is tremendous compared
And
to
he's probably
Argentina.
going to, Mace, let's not, also, if Messi comes over to the United States, it actually gets more exposure for the MLS.
Tony, I don't give a rat's ass about the MLS. These last 3 weeks, right, Tom? Would you argue that those were the best players in the world we were watching for 3 weeks?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
there you go.
And I was talking, I was just talking to we I went on a panel earlier and they were talking about the World Cup and they felt that the referees were it shouldn't have ended in a shootout in the first place. The referees were giving some of those calls to France so it could they thought the referees were paid off by FIFA to make it into a shootout.
Oh. Okay. Raven finally came back to us and is killing the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, man. Yeah, this is the Raven we know.
Ooh. The Cowboys lost, I'm guessing?
Yes, they blew a 27-10 fourth quarter lead in Jacksonville, beat them in overtime.
How? Oh my God, that's
They had no
embarrassing.
answers for Trevor Lawrence.
What is the odds for the Packers Dolphins game, Mace?
I'm looking for that right now. Me and Iman was talking about. I'm looking for that bad boy right now. What's up, Shake? Oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Hey, Shake.
Minnesota favored by 4 over the Giants. I don't care about New Orleans and the Browns. I don't care about Buffalo, Seattle, Kansas City, Cincinnati, New England. I may look at that game.
What's the over under for Seattle versus Kansas City, Mace?
49.5.
What's the point spread?
Kansas City favored by 10.
Okay.
Let me go back. Oh, here we go. Tennessee is favored by how much? 7 over Houston. Yeah, okay. I won't touch that game. Niners favored by 7 against the Redskins. Dallas favored by 1 over the Eagles. All right, here we go. Miami opens up at a 4.5 point favorite against the Packers. 46.5 over under. $215 he put on Miami to win 100 on the money line. Very, very interesting.
Honestly, I'm not going to take the points. They're underestimating Aaron a little bit too much with that point spread, favoring the Dolphins. I understand they're at home, but that's a little bit too much. You said 7.5.
No, 4.5 Miami.
At best, I think that's a 2.5 or a 3.
By kickoff? I
No,
figured
I'm saying
yeah, go ahead.
for me, at best, that game should be a 2.5 or a 3 in terms of the point spread.
Okay. I know what you're saying. It should be a field goal.
Yeah.
Interesting. That will be one of my bets, by the way. Wow, they gave me the Packers in 4.5.
Is there a big over under for that game?
46.5. Shit, I may take both of them. Shit. I may take both of them. I may take both of them. I may take both of them. I'm dead serious. That'll be 2 of my 3 bets, and then I'll pick one more. I'm gonna take both of those. I'm gonna take the over, and I'm gonna take the over. Miami and Green Bay. I'll make my decision tonight. It's where I'm leaning. In these other games, I'm leaving alone. I only have to pick one more.
Are you taking what? Who did you take for Green Bay and the Rams?
Oh, Green Bay. Green Bay's healthy now. And it's got to pick one more game. 2 of my picks will be the Miami game. Lamar Jackson will be back. The only reason why I'm leaving the Jet game alone is because we're going to have bad weather beginning Thursday. Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, the freeze comes in. So it'll be a very frosty Christmas day up here.
Raven, who do you blame, in your honest opinion, the Cowboys defense or Dak for the loss?
Both.
No, they're talking about this.
I think, again, what people are failing to realize that Trevor Lawrence is good. He got a real a Super Bowl coach coaching him. All right, let me see what Raven's saying. Shake's in the building. Good to see Shake. They all need to sit their bitch asses at home again and again. December kicks us in the nuts. They barely beat Houston last week. And Ravens going nuts. Dallas finishes with the Eagles. Then they go to Tennessee, but right now it's hemorrhaging on a Thursday night of New Year's weekend, and then they go to Washington.
Is New Year's weekend, the weekend of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day?
Yes,
Are those
and
good games?
Miami will be in New England New Year's Day.
No, I'm saying the games for both Saturday and Sunday that week, are they good?
No, it's on Sunday. Everybody plays Sunday on New Year's Day.
Also, they don't have only Christmas Eve and this past week are the only weeks that are going to have Saturday night games.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody plays Saturday except the Dolphins, the Packers, the Rams, the Broncos, and the
Cowboys.
Tampa Bay's at Arizona Christmas night.
How about the Cowboys?
this Saturday afternoon against the Eagles. And the Saturday night game is the Steelers and the Raiders.
Let's hope this guy doesn't play for ties again.
Yeah, I killed him earlier, the Giants coach. I just killed him on chat room. I just killed the Giants coach. People in the clouds, welcome. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, I killed him earlier. That gutless ass. Talking about him like he's some fucking, that guy's a coward. And even Iman agreed what I said, that he would have played for the win 2 weeks ago, his team wouldn't have been demoralized and got ran over by the goddamn Eagles last week, because the Eagles are not that good. They're good. They're not that good. It's only, to me, it's only one team in the league is as good as what the Eagles did to the Giants, and that's San Francisco.
Jesus, I've never seen Raven go in like this on
Oh,
the
he always
Cowboys.
goes in. He always goes
Not
in.
this bad.
Oh, you should have seen him in the exhibition when they went 0-4.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I had to coke him off the ledge. I'm like, bro, it's only exhibition. Yeah. Speaking of Dallas, I know she doesn't come up here to say hello no more, but I'm not a bitter dude or anything like that. Shout out to Simone Love. I know she was pissed off yesterday. The big cowboy.
Hey, Mace, do you still talk to Ty? Ty Church?
I see him from time to time. You know what happened to him? He got another cleaning company, so he got two businesses. That's why you don't see him around.
Oh, so he's working.
Yeah,
He's
he's too
crazy with.
busy. Yeah, he's too busy. Yeah, yeah. I saw him the other day. Said what's up to me in another guy's chat room. Speaking of that guy, shout out to Chief Stay Sleep TV, DS1 Raw. Shout out to him this morning. Does a phenomenal job in his room.
Is DS1 Ross a Cowboys fan? Sports fan?
A little bit, but he's more about issues in the community. That's what he
Uh,
does. I mean, you gotta take a, I know the old me, I'll be on every sports platform in this shit. The me of today, Tony, I don't even bother or even care about other people's platforms. That's me. Now a guy I would like to chill with, but he got too many morons up there, is CB. I like CB. I do. I like him. You know.
yeah, honestly, I'm scared that this collapse is going to get worse, Mace.
Oh, you missed what I said about the Dolphins. I'll say it again for you. Give the Dolphins a lot of credit, folks. I couldn't agree with Colin Cowherd more. And I wanted to say this yesterday when Cap was up here. The Dolphins showed one thing. They were not intimidated by the Bills, but more importantly, they were not intimidated by the element.
Well,
I'll say it again. They effed that game up when McDaniel, when the snow was coming down, was trying to prove to the world that Tua can throw in the snow.
and I admit, I, I, I went back on my word. Now I see it was a mistake to even do that. McDaniel probably heard people saying that.
Well, when you come from Kyle Shanahan, he does. One thing about Kyle Shanahan, ain't another or arrogant coach than him.
Yo, Third Ward, what up?
Shout out to Ant, by the way. Now, I didn't know some of that trash that was on his platform over the weekend, but shout out to him, man. No. I'm writing something on my heart to Fred Ward. See it in a second, everybody.
Hey, Mace, do you ever do over unders for basketball or no?
I will once the football season's over. I'm talking about the regular season. Once the regular season's over, then I move on to something else. The playoffs is tricky in football. You don't know, I don't know. Like everyone, whoever Minnesota plays, everybody's gonna bet against Minnesota.
If they play the Packers, they bet against Minnesota.
Everybody.
Is it because of Kirk?
Him and Minnesota's have 3 bad losses. They lost to the Eagles bad. They got blown out on Monday Night Football. Dallas destroyed them a couple of weeks ago in Minnesota. And the Lions beat their ass last week in Detroit. Lions are here, folks. They're not the sorry ass Lions anymore. I watched that Jet game yesterday, folks. I could tell you right now. I know a lot of people blame Zach Wilson why they lost that game. I don't. Zach Wilson had nothing the reason why they lost that game. The reason why the Jets lost that game yesterday is because Detroit knows they're better. Detroit feels it now. And I'm glad we played Detroit in the middle of the year, not now. Okay, Raven and Fred Ward is going at it right now. So this war is happening. I will take Buffalo over the Chiefs. I will definitely take the Bengals over the Chiefs. Keep telling you guys, if there's a team, if I'm a team like Miami, if I had to make my choice, I want to play the Chiefs. Speaking of Chiefs, I spoke about the Chiefs earlier, but I'm gonna bring this team up next. Damn, team slipped my mind. Who I wanted to talk about. Oh, I never thought I will say this, but I'm going to say this. The sooner Tom Brady gets the hell out of Tampa, the better he will be. That's right, shakes out to Dan Campbell. I know in Miami they laughed at him. Look who's having the last laugh now.
Yeah, yeah, and Mace.
Yeah.
People forget Bruce Arians is still in that front office. You really think he's trying to screw Tom Brady?
Yeah, I think the sooner Brady gets out of there. And remember, folks, if you want to win, he's the guy to get. Money costs money. That's it. I see the Niners in this. I want to see how the Dolphins finish. Because like I said earlier about the Chargers, 6 of their best defensive players are out, and now they've won 3 in a row. With a coach that is the worst coach I've ever seen. This clown gave it away yesterday. He got luck of the gods. But Herbert hit
You think
Mike
Salah's
Williams.
gone, Mace?
Salah? I think Salah has done a good job, but that quarterback, bro, and let me tell you right now, Zach Wilson, you better perform these last 3 games. Because we don't, I see the Jets going in a different direction. They'll be in the quarterback sweepstakes next year.
Hey, Mace, was your evaluation wrong about Zach Wilson?
I'm man enough to admit I was wrong. Yeah, for right now. I think his problem, Tony, is more attitude. And yesterday, he showed some maturity yesterday after the game. Remember, he's a rich kid. His uncle and his aunt and his mother, they own JetBlue. Kids have been spoiled all his life.
So he's basically like Andrew Luck and all these
No,
kids.
no, no, no. He's Johnny Manziel. That's who he is. He's Johnny
Jesus
Manziel.
Christ, that's scary.
Trevor Lawrence is the Cowgirls' new daddy. I tell you right now, if I'm a Cowboy fan, beat the Eagles this week. Because if you lose that one, that's 5 losses. Okay? That's 5 losses if you lose that one. In Dallas, let me also say this. Tennessee, you should wipe the floor with, but they're going to be fighting for their lives because Jacksonville's 1 game behind. Have you ever seen a bigger collapse? I mean, look at these teams are collapsing. Cowboys, the Cowgirls are finished. Boy, everybody's jumping on Ravens, Cowboys. Look at the teams who are collapsing right now. Tennessee, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Seahawks. These teams are collapsing right in front of your eyes. And by the way, folks, I just found this out. The Dolphins are now the 7th seed. The Chargers have leapfrogged them, and now the Chargers played their toughest game. They got the Rams, they got the Broncos, and they have one more bad team that they play. They play a bad team from the NFC, I believe. Let me take a look at the Chargers. I did it the other day. I'm gonna take them, Iman. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking the Miami game. I'm taking the over and the under, and the team I will pick. Right now, Miami's 4.5. Let me show it to you in a second, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Uh, so that's 2 picks right there. The Dolphin game is 2 picks. I'm taking the over, and I'll tell you who I'm picking in that game or to cover. All right, let's do the Chargers, folks. I mean, this is their schedule now is garbage. Okay, Burrow's in New England on Saturday. That will be interesting against Belichick's defense. All right, here's the Chargers schedule the rest of the way. Here we go. These are their last 3 games, folks. All right. At Indianapolis next Monday night, skip the game. I mean, take your little child to Wonderland. Let your little boy or girl or both have some fun playing with snowballs. At the Rams at home at Denver, Jesus Christ, they will win all 3 of those games. Trust me. Trust me. He'll get in with 11-6. You talk about a lucky cocksucker, Brandon Staley, that all-around piece of shit of a coach. I don't know who's more of a piece of shit, him or Brian Dable. Both in the same goddamn boat. One is fucking clear. One is fucking clueless. What the hell's going on around him? Besides letting Justin Herbert go for it anytime he wants to go for it. Number 2, uh, he just doesn't know what's going on around him. I mean, he showed that yesterday. They should have beaten Tennessee 28-7 easily. But us, when you're clueless and you always have your hand with your finger over your chin, wondering what's going on, well, you know, what do you want me to tell you, huh? And I tell you, the best matchups are good, but, you know, but that New England Cincinnati game is very enticing. Wow. That game is very enticing. I'll think about I got a whole week to think about. I already got the Miami game, who I'm going with there, and I'm taking the over in that game on Sunday. Iman is catching up to me, folks. So, wins tonight. You only be down by 4 games with 3 to go. Anything can happen and over and under. If I win, Iman buys me an authentic throwback gold Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jersey. If he wins, I give him a LeBron jersey. That's the deal. Well, I tell you, the 49ers are enticing to the point. I'm talking about the over-under, folks. The San Francisco's always won for me this year, except for one. They didn't win against them. That really broke my back. Philly and Dallas is a point. So you can go either way with that one. Pittsburgh is 2 over the Raiders. I love that Green Bay Miami game. Wow. I may even play that game on the money line. That game is very interesting on Sunday afternoon. And boy, is Fox playing that game up, everybody. They're sure. Let me read these things. These gentlemen have been. He's Josh Rosen. Let me read this stuff. These guys are going at it. Here we go. Let me start from him. I hope they are. The Eagles are going to be feasting on the Cowgirls. You don't need to be in the playoffs. Sorry. You clinched the playoff spot yesterday, by the way, Raven. Sorry, clock management bastard. Goofy ass playing. Jake says he's Josh Rosen. Interception throwing MF. How if did you lose on a walk-off run? Only the Cowgirls can lose in a goofy fashion like that. And then those goddamn Eagles about to fly in and shit all over our stadium. I know, man. It's embarrassing. Read this. What do you all think about the Raiders beating the Patriots on that last run? I'm gonna get to that right now. Give me a second. Let me read what you guys said. I'm gonna get to that. I saw that shit live. I couldn't believe my eyes. Even a nigga with an Xbox controller would have played. Goddamn Raven. Them niggas really effed off my niece and my birthday effing idiots. Damn. Killing the Cowboys in here. I wipe my ass with LeBum's jersey base. All right, let me get to it. I was going to go get to it. I'll get to it now. Iman is just cracking up. All right, let me get to this. So I'm watching the Patriot game yesterday. First of all, the catch that the young man made in the end zone his foot was clearly out of bounds. And the gutless Kenny Albert and his partner. Whoa, I don't know. Well, Kenny Albert, let me take that back. Kenny Albert's cool. He's a good guy. I'll take that back. Sorry about that, Kenny. Kenny's good people. He really is. Good guy. He lives over the world. He's everywhere. Does 3 sports, football, basketball, and hockey. And baseball for Fox. He's the last of the Mohegans of an announcer that could do all the sports. He gets that from his dad and his uncles. He's similar to me. He had good uncles around him and a good dad. Okay. I'm watching this game yesterday, and you would figure that Belichick, boy, the man, this a demigod to many people as a coach, that he would tell his players to take a knee and let's play for overtime. No, not New England. New England's playing that flip-flop, toss the ball around. And some idiot throws the ball, pass it back, and my former Patriot linebacker picks it off and runs all the way for a touchdown. You cannot make this shit up. The Raiders win. The Patriots seeing their playoff dreams. This is who the Patriots finished with, folks. Cincinnati, Miami, at Buffalo. Good luck with that. And trust me when I tell you, when they play Buffalo's going to make sure they put the swoop into Belichick's back. And they will be waiting for Belichick up in Orchard Park. I promise you that. The dumbest play I've ever seen in history of the National Football League was that play. Just so goddamn stupid. And coming from a Belichick coach team too. Belichick, you know better. Nigga, you tell your players take that motherfucking knee and win the game in overtime. Oh, not Billy. And I wonder, I'm being honest about this. I wonder if Billy B called that. I don't think Bill Belichick will call that dumb shit to happen. So I'm not going to kill Bill Belichick on this. This is all on the player. Now, Belichick needs the player now to try to make the playoffs. But if they don't make the playoffs, let's say a team like, look at the AFC, Jacksonville sneaks in. That player is cut next 2 weeks from today when I do Black Monday. And by the way, be here January 9th. I'll be on at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to do Black Monday. The coaches get fired, players get released because they fucked up. And I'll have all of that on January the 9th, 8:15 in the morning, and we're going to find out who's getting fired. Good. It's a holiday for me. Seeing these coaches get fired. I love every minute of it. So that's 2 weeks from today. No way Belichick called that play. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think Belichick did that. So New England got a lot of thinking to do. I'll be on today too. I'll be on for another 40 minutes, and then I'm out of here. I'll be back tonight. We'll celebrate this man, the birthday boy. And tonight's a WWE night. Now let me look at the NBA tonight. Me and Iman will do the picks. I already told him I got 2 in. I got Miami the whole game. I'll pick between them and the Packers. Packers getting 4.5 is very enticing. And I do not see the Dolphins blowing out Green Bay. I can see the Dolphins beating Green Bay, but I don't see the Dolphins blowing Green Bay out. I mean, is Tampa Bay really 4 points better than Arizona? I don't think so. Where's San Francisco at? Redskins. I'm going to take the 40. So, Iman, I got my what you call it in, family. I got my picks in. My picks are in. I'll let you know what it is right now. I'm betting the Miami game. I'll take the Packers plus 4.5. So there you go, Iman. I'm gonna take the Packers plus 4.5 and over 46.5. Packers Dolphins. These teams are gonna score. I don't know who will win the game, but it's gonna be a close game. I would agree with that. But whoever's, I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I'm gonna take the Packers to cover, and I'm gonna take the 46.5 over, and I'm gonna take San Francisco and the Redskins. I'm gonna take the 40 points over 40. I'm gonna do that over 40. So those are my 3 picks for Christmas Day. Niners over 40. Niners Redskins. I'll take the minus 40 points combined. I'm gonna take the Packers to keep the game close. I'm gonna take the 4.5 Packers. I'm gonna take plus 4.5, and I'm gonna take the over under. I see the Dolphins and the Packers in an all Christmas Day shootout, which should be fun for everybody to watch. Weather's gonna be gorgeous, and Tua playing in warm weather is gonna be fun. So Tua back in Miami. Tua and Rodgers is throwing the football around like the old veteran Aaron Rodgers does. Always call Aaron Rodgers the Grand Master at quarterback, and he is. I make fun of the man, but I know one thing: that man can entertain. I'll tell you that right now, and he entertains very, very well. I mean, he is the grandmaster. And like I said about Tua earlier, I do not put Tua in the upper echelon at quarterback. But I do put him in the middle of the pack. And if you're a Dolphin fan, you should like that. In the 12 to 16 range, which is very good, which means you can win with him if the team is right. And I'm not going to deny it. The defense has been disappointing. Should be better. The running game is getting better. And the quarterback's been all right. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. He's all right. You know, you want to sign that quarterback to another extension? Yeah. No, as long as you got guys around them, you're going to win with them. But I will say this, and I really mean this. If you're the Dolphins, I think the best way you play and you win this way is when you play game management football. Because I think Tua is at his best when it's game management because he's always on point. The team is always on their toes. The defense is going to be on their toes. Like Miami's better winning games 24-17 than they are winning 38-35. So Iman, I got the picks in, bro. Take Green Bay 4.5 and the over. Take the Packers plus 4.5 and over 46.5. I think both teams will easily combine. And I'm going to take the 49ers and the Redskins over 40 points. I think that's a gimme. That's a layup. Those are my 3 picks this week. So 28. I'm 28-18. Iman is 23-22, and Iman got Packers tonight -7. So Iman got a great chance to beat me. If he does, that the bum jersey will be in his mailbox in a few days. Oh. Usually since I was 9 years old, I never really had a good Christmas after that. And a part of me became a Scrooge for a long time. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. But when my nephews came into my life, that changed me a lot, especially helped raise both of them. And I'm glad that both of those young men turned out to be fine young men. Look at Christmas as just another day. I'm going to say some things on Christmas morning when I'm up here. It's from my heart. What did I say? I said, yes, I became a Scrooge. I'm not going to lie. She said, your mom's cracking. But I'll talk about Christmas morning, what it means to me on Christmas morning when I'm on the air at 9:30. That morning, Green Bay and Miami. I'm not doing the other games. I'll do the NBA after that. We got, I forgot, Curry's hurt. So Curry's going to be out for the Memphis game. Denver, Phoenix should be good. And Milwaukee at Boston for the first time. These teams will play on Sunday. The Dolphin game's on the same time as Dallas, Luka versus LeBron. Sorry, not doing that. It's not because I don't like neither team. It's more because I'm going to be focused on the Dolphin Packer game and the post game. But I will be watching. I'll skip the Warrior game because Curry's out. I like it when the stars are in there, but I will definitely watch Milwaukee at Boston. That is the late afternoon game. And then ESPN will have the Warriors game at 8 o'clock, and then the Denver Phoenix game at 11:15. So you guys got NBA all day. Knicks Sixers start at 11 o'clock in the morning, Iman's time, 9 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock Mountain time, and of course noon here in New York City where I'm at. So you guys will get your NBA. I wish Steph was playing though against Ja. What a player John Moran is. Speaking of that, let me go over there real quick. New Orleans ate humble pie this weekend, and I did not know this happened Saturday night, and I'm glad I played them. I knew that the Pelicans had a 24-point lead in the fourth quarter against Phoenix, and then they blew it. And Devin Booker had 58 points in that game. And New Orleans, if you really want to be taken seriously, guys, don't blow 24-point lead to the Suns. Win those games. Find a way to close those games out. You had the game in Salt Lake City Thursday night. I saw that game. I wasn't on the air. I was watching that game. And I was watching the Seahawks game. And the Blazers against, I forgot who the Blazers played on Thursday. It wasn't San Antonio. I forgot who they played. And you blew that one. New Orleans. Come on now. I mean, Zion is playing like a monster right now. And it's very nice to watch. See Zion Williamson finally plucked the #1 pick overall that people saw of him. It's going to be 4 years ago now. He's been an afterthought. Did Los Angeles win the other night? Let me get that. Lakers were somewhere. Let me do the NBA recap. I know they was home last night out in Inglewood. Lakers. Know me, I like to whip on the Lakers a little bit just to have fun with them. Out in Southern California, their fans really live and die with the team. Get the NBA from last night. Portland and Oklahoma City tonight. I'll be doing that game while we're live. You know me, I don't have a life. You guys know that if you know me. Let's do last night's game, see what the Lakers did last night. I was all in the football, then I got the hell out. I was out all day yesterday. Big NBA card tonight. The Jazz are in Cleveland. So Mitch, or as you know him as Spider, will play the Jazz for the first time. Lauri Markkanen, who's having a monster year. I told you this 2 years ago. That was the guy the Lakers should have traded for. They wouldn't have these problems right now. But we know how LeBron is. He doesn't like the white guy around him unless the white guy can perform. Markkanen's been performing since he left Chicago. Bron. Let me do last night real quick, and then I'll get to tonight's games in the NBA. Orlando swept Boston, folks, and they swept them in Boston. They beat them Friday night, and they beat them yesterday. So those are two huge wins for the Orlando Magic. And they are the only team with the Cleveland Cavaliers who have swept Boston in Boston this year. Those two teams beat Boston twice in Boston. Knicks won yesterday, beat the Pacers in Indianapolis, so the Knicks are playing well. I'm going to talk about the Knicks. Probably, matter of fact, I'll do it in a minute because something happened last week that had a lot of females in their black women in their feelings. And I will show it to you in a minute. Warriors won without Steph Curry. Blew out Toronto in Toronto last night. Brooklyn beat Detroit in a close one. Minnesota buried the Bulls. Bulls are sliding. Boy, do they need Lonzo Ball. Denver holds off the Hornets, and the Lakers beat the Wizards by a bucket last night. So those are your winners. Tonight in the NBA, I'm gonna show you a picture. I got a lot of people in their feelings last week. Jazz at Cleveland Raptors are in Philly. The Hot Magic is in Atlanta. Mavericks are at the Timberwolves. Bucs and the Pelicans. That will be a good one tonight. I will cover that one. I will put that ahead of the Trailblazers and the Thunder. Lakers are in Phoenix tonight. That's the game on NBA TV, and no one cares about the Hornets and Kings. So, Bucks and Pelicans should be interesting. We'll see what the Pelicans are with that game. That's tonight. That's your NBA card tomorrow. TNT is the Warriors and the Knicks. Who cares? And your late game is Grizzlies at the Nuggets. That should be a good one. So get this out of here. Bang. Okay. That's your NBA slate tonight. You heard my picks for the football this week. I'm not going to waver off. And you got another 13 minutes in here, and then I'm gone. And like I said, I did the recap. No one cares about the hockey. No one cares about baseball in here. I do, but they don't. The audience doesn't. So I'm going to give you what the audience cares about. Let me bring this picture up, which caused a major stir. Here we go. I got it. Oh man. All right, here you go. I got the picture right here, gang. This is the Knicks Christmas photo picture. It caused a big stir. I'm gonna blow this up too, so everybody can see this. Oh, this shit went viral last week. Let me tell you. Here you go. This is the Nick picture last week. I'm gonna show it to you guys right now, and I'm gonna comment on this picture. I got a lot to say about this picture. What's up, Bargoff? Lions are surging, yes, sir. How you doing, family? Let me show you guys this picture. Raven, you're gonna be very interested. All right. This is gonna interest everybody. All right, this is the Knicks team photo, as you see it right there. And what you see is all the black players. Let me just put it this way: all the players have a white woman as their significant other, except Ukrainian guy with who I think is clearly the best looking woman in this picture. The sister right there. And look at the smile on her face. Oh my God. She's telling her sisterhood crew that I got one. And the Ukrainian guy is like, oh, okay. You know, she's worth the hit. There she is. Okay. And this caused a firestorm And you know what the fascinating thing about this picture is? The black players don't even care. I'm gonna end the show with this because I love talking about what I'm about to talk about, but sometimes people want to see proof. This is all the proof you need. You see Jalen Brunson with his lady. You see the big center that used to be on the Clippers, Arnstein with his lady. I don't know who's the guy in the middle. Okay. You see Julius Randle with his lady, Iman. Um, damn, what's my man's name again? Who I love so much. Name starts with a T. His last name. With his lady, and then you got the Ukrainian guy, the 15th guy at the end of the bench with the finest woman in the group. Now, I'm going to say something about this. I'm going to go, and I'm going to go at the black woman right now. Okay. This proves my point, fellas, about black women. And I said this before, and I'm going to say this again. No matter how much money you make, because that Ukrainian guy ain't making nothing. And I could tell you something else, too. That Ukrainian guy looks just like a bottom shelf brat. And this is what these black women who are, I give this woman an 8.5, 9. These women like her, okay? I don't care about the white women in this picture. These women like her, this is what they settle for. That's my man Omar Toppin. That's right, that's his name. Omar Toppin's next to the Ukrainian guy. Oh, you can be a billionaire like Robert Smith and Byron Allen. This woman here will still pick the dusty Ukrainian. See, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Take this shit off the screen before I get out of here. Like I always say, black women like this, okay, like this chick right here, she don't give a damn how much you make as a black man. She ain't fucking. You got Toppin, you got Brunson, you got Randall, okay? She would rather throw her ass with the young guy in the middle and Harkenstein. And I'm not knocking those two brothers at all. I'm focusing more on her. Okay. She would rather be and by the way, you play in the NBA, you're not dusty money wise. Okay. No matter if you're the 15th man waving a towel. This woman right here has the biggest smile in this picture because she got her white knight. No matter where this white guy comes from, she is the happiest woman in this picture. It's not even close. It's not even close. Okay. Oh, this woman act like she won the fucking Powerball and the Mega Millions combined because she got herself a six. I'm gonna say Randall 6'8". Looking at this picture, Toppin 6'7". This guy is about 6'6.5", 6'7". She got herself her dream, man. Now, I'm gonna say this woman's tall herself. I'm gonna give this woman 6 foot tall. That's why she got the ass she got, and this woman is fine. Let me tell you something. The white ladies look nice too. They do. Jalen Brunson's wife looks terrific. The guy in the middle, his girl is nice. Harkenstein's wife is good looking. Every white girl up there is bad. Okay, these are not the fat cows that they like to throw in black men's faces. That's the best they can get. Is fat white women. These white women got it going. But this black woman right here, she's the best of the group. And she got herself a dusty Ukrainian. And this woman acts like she won the Powerball and the Mega Millions combined. Look at that smile on her face. And this is what these women go for you brothers who worship black women are God. Are you fucking out of your minds, niggas? You guys are that fucking weak. Black women, for the most part, are like this woman right here. The one in the all white. And of course she wore the all white because she got her white knight. That's how black women think. Don't put it past them. And that's the reason why a man like me, I stay single my entire life. Because I do not want to deal with women like this. Okay? No, thank you. See how much time I got. Let me read this. Yeah, I did the Patriots already. Raven is in a bad mood because of the Cowboys, and sooner or later I'll end up sounding like Prince Pierre. You don't want to go there, bro. And I'm gonna read what Bargoff said in a second. How much time I got left? All right, I got 3.5 minutes left before I get out of here. I'll be back tonight. We're gonna celebrate Raven Knight's birthday. I'm gonna fix this camera in the meanwhile because I don't know why my my camera went out. It's working, but they say it's blocked off. Says some shit about it's in a different stream or some shit like that. So I'll fix that tonight before I come up here, hopefully. You know. Yeah, Bargov, they are the best black woman out there. What that Ukrainian pulled, that's an 8.5, 9. And she's the type, and I hate to say this to the brothers out here, she would be very cooperative and submissive to that man. Not to Julius Randle, not to Jalen Brunson, and not to Omar Toppin. She'll act like most black women do, ratchet. But with the Ukrainian, she'll treat him like, well, I'll say it, I don't give a fuck. She'll be that brother's slave, not a problem. That's how black women, most black women, let me be fair, most black women operate. But she's the happiest looking there, I'll tell you that. Shit, she got her white knight. She don't give a fuck if he came from, he's fucking working in the coal mines in Siberia. That's how black women think. Oh, man. Let me finish fixing this room up and the studio up, and then I'm gonna get the second channel, and then I'm gonna go all in on them. Don't worry about it. That time is coming. Just let me get myself fixed up and get it together, and we'll move forward. I want to thank Bargoff, Raven Knight, Manzano was up here, Iman Perry's always great, Bird Ward. Who else was in here today? Melina was in here. Kareem was in here. She's still celebrating Argentina winning the World Cup. Mahogany was in here. Very nice videos he put up today. Her son, and I guess her niece. And see who else. Kareem was terrific in the chat room talking about Argentina and the World Cup and the politics. And give a shout out to Messi. But more importantly, and this is just me, and I respect the hell out of Messi after what I saw in the World Cup. Salute to Mbappe and the French team. Because they kept their title as champions until the very end. And salute to the French crowd who was there waving their flags in pride. Even they came to realize, damn, it took penalty kicks to beat our champions. And shout out to Alexi Lawless and the American broadcast crew, who they gave Messi his due as the GOAT, but they all say as a man, French is not going away. And we're going to see something here in America in 26. No team is going to face more pressure than the USA team in 2026 here in America. And the USA team, by that time, should be locked and loaded. And thank you to Little Rock. World Cup, we'll talk more World Cup tonight. WWE is the theme tonight's Raven Knight's birthday. He turns 49 today. And We're gonna have fun up here tonight. Wrestling tonight. I'll be watching the NBA. The Bucs are at the Pelicans. I'll do that for you, and we'll recap the World Cup again because it was that outstanding. Everybody have a good day in the plantation. I love you. Bargoff, keep getting in shape, bro. You look phenomenal. I will see you tonight, and I will be on at 7:15 to recap the World Cup. Then 8 o'clock WWE all night. I love you guys. Have a good day. And people in the clouds, thank you so much.